generally it's safe to add zeros behind the horsepower, get you in a range there.
We're gonna have fun today, you guys. We're gonna be testing ASV's brand new RT135. This is the biggest, most powerful skid loader that is actually made of any brand, anywhere. So let's get this day started. Hey you guys, I'm gonna jump in here because I just want to let you guys know that ASV did not sponsor this video in any way, shape, or form. They were just kind enough to bring one of their machines down so that we could do a walk around on it and then take it out into the woods and test it out. But we do have a brand new channel sponsor, and it's getjobber.com. And I love these guys. I've worked with them in the past, but what I really do appreciate about them is it's a software company, but they tailor the program to the smaller guy. So if you don't have a ginormous budget, and you don't need a really complicated software program, but you do need something that can help you streamline your business, that's where Jobber really excels. It's affordable, it's fast, it's easy, and that kind of makes me excited to start working with them. So you're gonna see them more on this channel, but let's dive back into the woods today. Buck, can you tell me about Yanmar now? I want to kind of clear this up.
Sure. So yeah, Yanmar purchased ASV. I think we're going on a couple of years now, but you know, ASV continues to operate as an independent brand with Yanmar, and you know, we are. It's been a good partnership for us. It really has. It's you know, development opportunities, working together. You know, the improvements that you'll see in this 135. I think they really speak to where we're heading and what we're doing.
So the fact that there are improvements like what we're seeing right now with this 135, is that kind of stemmed from your relationship with Yanmar, kind of, or has nothing to do with it, or what do you think?
There's both. You know, ASV, I mean, as you know, Stan, our goal in the last 5 years has really been you know, improving products, growing products, and 135, our flagship machine here, most performance, trying to bring customers the most performance you can get in a compact track loader. And with Yanmar, a good rich history of product knowledge. They're quality products, good engineering team. So I've been able to work together with them, bringing some of that Yanmar standards to the ASV product line as well.
Hey, Buck, can you tell these guys what you do for ASV?
So I'm the product manager. So what that really means, my role is working with the customers, gathering the customer feedback and bringing that back, and working with the engineers and developing new products, right? Helping determine what we're doing for future products, future designs.
And you've been with them for how long?
Oh man, you're gonna make me feel old here. About 26 years now.
So this isn't your first rodeo. Yeah. And the guys, this is Nick. Nick, hey, can you tell the guys what you do for ASV?
So I am the testing manager. So we're kind of in the break it, make it better department. So we bring new product out to our test track. Then we have a course that we run the machines through, and we get a specific number of hours that machines run to, and then we look for flaws and ways to improve stuff.
One of the things I want to mention, because I'm looking at you, Nick, but I also am looking past you at these tracks as you're talking, and I want to clear something up, Buck. Maybe you guys or Nick, you could help me. I don't care who helps me clear this up, but a lot of guys are complaining about the track system, and the way I've explained this is because this rubber coating here will chip and flake off, but it's meant to. This coating is actually a cushion for the track, which helps increase the longevity of the track. And then once the rubber outer casing is wore off, you still have the steel casing underneath, which is where most companies just begin their track systems at. Am I right, wrong, or in between?
No, you're spot on. I mean,
okay.
the rubber itself is a cushion between the track and the wheel, right? So its job in life is to relieve stress on the track. That helps get the track the longevity we're trying to get. I mean, that's why you see on ASV 2-year, 2,000-hour track warranties plus anti-derailment guarantees, right?
This is my favorite thing.
Best in the industry. So, you know, the rubber on that wheel has a lot to do with that. So the rubber itself, you know, it can see some wear and some sacrificial. And you see this, you know, this is a several 100-hour machine, right? There's some chips and some chunks there. The good news is, who cares? Right? Yeah, that wheel is still absolutely able to do its job of providing cushion between the you know, the core of the wheel and the track. So let them get ugly, let them get beat up, and you know, don't let that cosmetic wear be something that concerns you. If all the rubber wears off, you know, then what you have is the core of the wheel on the track, same place the competitors start, right? They got a hard steel wheel against the track. So worst we can get is to have you know, where they started.
You need to explain the derailment guarantee though, so these guys get how serious you are about this.
Yeah, so you know, compact track loaders throughout history, one of the goals has been trying to keep tracks on them, right? I mean, track derailment can be a concern with rubber track loaders, and with ASV, you know, the design here between the guide lugs, we got 4 guiding surfaces and 4 wheels. We've got more guiding surface than any manufacturer.
I was just gonna say, you said you put a whole nother set of bogies on here, so you've got 4 I don't know what you call guiding surfaces, like you said. I've never seen that anywhere else.
Yeah, no, they're guiding the track, trying to keep it on, and that's, you know, most manufacturers are going to run 2, maximum of 3. By running 4 on the big machines, we give you the most guiding surface, and what that does helps keep that track on. So, you know, in the end, we provide a no derailments guarantee, meaning we're just confident it ain't coming off. Like, Stan, I dare you today, go try to derail it. We'll put that bet down, and loser buys beers, right? So,
but better than buys beers, because you'll come out and put them back on for a guy.
Exactly. If something happens, no questions asked, we'll pay the dealer. They'll come out, put them back on for you, and get you back up and going. So, you know, most manufacturers would say that was operator error, or, you know, you did something you shouldn't have. What we're saying is go run them, they'll stay on, Stan.
I love that. I love that, Gary. All right, well, let's get this thing off. We could talk all day long, and I want to go play. So, all right, let's go. Let's go see where we're going up and playing in today. We're over at Shangri-La Douche. So if you guys aren't familiar with what Shangri-La Douche is, I bought a cabin across. I own the cabin across from me, and I called it Shangri-Lodge. And then I bought the worst cabin on the lake, which happened to be directly across from me, 77 seconds by paddleboard. So I can paddleboard across in 77 seconds. But it was a piece of crap, and my grandson was like, "What are you gonna call that one, Grandpa?" And I meant to say Shangri-La Deuce, like in 2, but I said douche, because, you know, I'm a contractor. So. What's the Forestry Head we're using?
So this unit's a Loftus. We've got a 71-inch Loftus on it. We're running the carbide teeth today, I think. Yep, we've got the carbide tooth on it. So
now, one of the things about a Forestry Head is actually it's got to be programmed and plumbed to match the output and the flow of the machine. And in the ASV, you can actually do that all with the control panel. Is that correct?
Yeah, good. I mean, good question. So on the RT135, we actually brought this machine up to 50 gallons a minute flow. So most available flow in a compact track loader. You know, with that, with the new Loftus, we did some design work and test work with them, and we've upped that unit to 50 gallons per minute as well. So the gearing and the setup.
So is the Loftus, is this basically an ASV Forestry Head, or is this a secondary one, or do you guys have anything to do with it, or nothing?
We do. So, I mean, Loftus is their own brand, but we do sell this unit with the RT120 Forestry. We do test with them, and we do design with them. So it's a good partnership.
Okay. What's the power plant in this machine now?
So Cummins 3.8 liter, 132 horsepower engine in this unit. So
okay, can we pop the back open? I'd love to see the axis and see how we can service this thing. And Nick, I can ask you questions too. I've just known Buck for about 5 years.
I'm just a driver.
Oh, good point. Very good point. Because what does this machine weigh in at?
We're getting right about 12.5 with the RT135. So,
and when you weigh that much, you need a class.
Yeah. So with the head as well, that head is running what, Nick, about 2,500 pounds. So, you know, all together we're sitting here with a package around 15,000 pounds plus trailer. So with Minnesota laws, that gets us up into the Class A category. So.
Absolutely, because your truck is over 10,000, and once you hit 26,001 pounds, you've got You got to up it. Cummins engine, Cummins power plant. You guys use a lot of Cummins in your machines, don't you?
We do. Right now, our 75 horsepower and up power plants are all Cummins, and this one, you know, kind of the granddaddy of them all at 132 horse for us. So.
132 horse. And this is your access point. Now, this one is set up with a forestry kit, correct? So you got plexiglass on the sides and the front and everything else, but they don't come stock like that. So if a guy's going to get a 135 RT 135, he's not necessarily going to get it ready to go out into the woods and do what we're going to do.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. So we've got the base RT 135, what we'd call the dirt version. If you buy the dirt version, you know, some of the guarding and things, the cab would be more traditional.
Yeah.
This one's the forestry version. So on our forestry pack, you know, you get the guarding, the tubing, the bumper, these cast counterweights that also act as bumpers coming all the way out past the tracks, help steer those trees and things out of the way in the woods. And then we go to our poly style cab. So 1/2-inch poly side panels here. 3/4 poly front door. I mean, these things are designed and tested to all the forestry standards. So big trees, logs, things, we want to protect you from that in that cab.
Is this the Max Series cab?
It is. So, you know, like all of our Max Series machines, even our forestry unit here, you get the all clear sides, so no side screens required. I mean, that's what's really awesome about this thing. You can pass all those push standards with poly without having side screens blocking your visibility. I mean, just hop in there and see how awesome it is.
So if you are in a different skid loader, what you're going to have is a grating. It's like you're looking through a cheese grate. With this one, look at, you can see all the way down. And you only have these 2 small pillars, and so your visibility in here is, well, I would say the only thing that gives you better visibility, especially when you're plowing snow, is one of my loaders, like the Kubota or the Sledge. Because all my other skid loaders, you can't see anything. Well, it's this. This is exactly what you get on the sides. So imagine looking through this through the sides. Hey, is there any other skid loader manufacturer that actually has clear sides like that, Buck? Do you know?
There are others that have, I'd say, jumped on that bandwagon, but I would still brag and say we've got the most actual spatial area there on the side. So the visibility we think is best in class.
Okay.
We went to a bigger tank all the way up to a 52-gallon.
I was gonna say, isn't it 50 gallons?
Tank on this thing, yeah. So get you
you're gonna work all day
and then some out there in the woods.
One of the things that everybody wants to know is how much does a machine like this run? Well, let's just say the basic dirt model without the forestry head and without the forestry kit on it. Just rough estimate.
Yeah, I mean, generally it's safe to add zeros behind the horsepower, get you in a range there.
I love that. I never thought of that. That is so true.
Yeah, I won't quote you numbers today.
Okay.
You know, but I think that's a good baseline to kind of get in your head to think about what they're going to cost.
Okay, good to know. And we got some deep snow to get up and through, so I'm going to go crawl up there in my UTV, and then I'll watch you guys go up right behind me. You guys ready?
Yep.
Okay, now for safety purposes, I just want to tell you guys something about Forestry Head, our forestry mulching. Never stand directly in front or directly behind a machine. And the reason why behind is maybe we'll have a chance to demonstrate it. Once a tree gets on the ground and it starts grinding it up, it can shoot them like a rocket out behind the machine. So we're going to be putting these guys on security camera. Yeah, thieves have not come back. Some of you guys asked me, the guys at the pizza shop asked me the other day. Nope, I'm getting out of here. All right, Zach pointed something out. Go ahead, Zach, lay it on me.
The New Holland has the biggest skid loader right now on the market, which is 16,000 pounds, but only 115 horsepower.
Right. So is that that's technically bigger. The ASV is 12, right around 12.5 with 20 more horsepower. So then the question is, would you rather have a big fat machine with less horsepower, or would you rather have a lighter machine with 20 more horsepower?
Well, depending on what your environment is, but ASV claims that they can basically go through any kind of conditions with theirs because their track system and the ability to float.
Oh, all right. Well, that's a good thing to just kind of ponder.
So obviously as you're cutting and brush and that, there's sticks that are laying around and you're counter rotating in piles and whatnot. You move sticks up and they can get up into your undercarriage. So with our track system, it allows that stick to actually go through the bogey wheels and the track will stretch over them, and then eventually it'll spit that stick out and you won't derail your track.
Oh, I thought you were just going to throw it in the wide open spot and just have it flop out.
Now the stick's all gone.
What would happen if you didn't use a rotten stick? What if you got like something?
I've put steel posts through it before. So it sits right in between the wheels.
Let's give her a heck and see what she does, Buck. Oh, cliffhanger! You guys are gonna have to wait until the next video to find out what that steel track does, but that is not, I repeat, not the worst thing that we do to that machine. It gets a lot worse because the snow gets a lot deeper and there's some stuff under that snow that nobody can see, and conditions out there are just, they're bad. So if you guys want to see what happens next, hit that subscribe button, because I promise you the very next video coming down the pipeline, I'm going to show it all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know, one of the things I want to do, Gracie enjoyed it. That's what it sounds like. One of the things I'm trying to do, you guys, is to really give you a lot of information, because, you know, that's a pretty big price tag, you know, pretty big bill to pay. And I want to make sure that when I start to take a look at some of this different equipment, I'm helping you guys make the right decision. So with that being said, I want to hear from you. You know, you guys watch these videos. I'm trying to slow them down, trying to deepen some of that information for you. Is that what you guys want to see? Or are you just equipment junkies? Are you just like salivating to get inside of a machine and just to run it? And if you are, that's perfectly cool. I totally respect that. And that's why I made that other channel, 360 Machines. And there's a link at the end of the video. You just click that link and that'll take you right over there. And all that is pure equipment running. I do a brief walk around so you can see what piece of equipment we're in. I pop a 360 camera in there, and then you can take a set of VR head, like Googles like this, and a chair. This is my chair, what I use right here. And I pop these bad boys on, and then it's like you're inside of the machine with me. Yeah, you're right inside there with me. Or, thanks baby. Or if you're watching on a phone, okay, down. Sorry you guys. Down, settle. Don't talk to a German Shepherd, they get too excited. If you do happen to watch on a phone, as you're watching, you can turn it anywhere and it will look just like you can see what I'm seeing on that channel. But on this channel, I want to just bring to you the best information I can, so I want to hear from you if you like that formula. Anyway, that's all we got for you on this one. God bless you guys. Go get them. Hit that subscribe button. Go check out 360 Machines if you're an equipment junkie. Hope these videos help you out. That's all I got for you in this one. I sure have done enough talking. Next video, it's going to be a lot of equipment running. Well, it's a lot less talking and a lot more just getting right to the action. But I know some of you guys really want this information, so I'm going to trying to do the best I can for you. That's all I got. See you in the next one, you guys.